Good evening, wrestling enjoyers. How's it alright? Because it's time for the predictions video. Earlier today, we were very surprised to see a second week of Lunar New Year for 2025. We were considering the possibility. It happened. Alright, so I just want to quickly show the previous week. As you can see, these skins actually did manage to sell quite a lot. Garage Door here, 45,000 subscribers. That one was 33,000. The SAR did very well, looked nice, did just about 19,000 subscribers. That Sheepman double door right there, 17,000 subscribers. I am going to be brutally honest with you, I don't think we'll be seeing that many sales for these skins this week. Kind of already fatigued with Lunar New Year skins. I had people watch me today with the stream, they weren't really thrilled. Yeah, I've kind of got the general gist of that. So we can try our best to see if there's anything potentially that might maintain its price, retain its price fairly nicely, but I fully expect all of these skins to go below the Rust price at some point, and it very likely might happen over the course of the next few weeks. So let's just quickly keep you informed. As you can see, when it comes to Lunar New Year skins, you can view them as holiday themed skins, and unfortunately, the only holiday themed skins that actually seem to get reinvested into are Christmas skins. We've seen very bad things happen to Halloween skins, Easter skins, well, Lunar New Year as well. That one skin stood out quite nicely, and a lot of people bought it for a reason. But looking at all these skins this week, and I'm very sorry to say, I know some people got their first ever skins accepted, but I just can tell how people are going to behave around them. Alright? So, we can try our best, but the main answer is I fully expect everything to go down in price. But there is still one thing that you could look at as a very nice, reliable option if you want to. As you can see, we had the Chinese lantern. Now, I've already said this like over the past couple of weeks already, but I know it's very likely to go below its Rust door price. It's kind of expected, but you go look at this around March, April time, it will probably sit at around $2. I am expecting a fair few more sales to bring this down a little bit more, but in the long term, over the course of the rest of this year, this will very likely slowly, graciously rise back up in price again. It's been doing it pretty much every single year over the past several years. As you can see here, look at that. Routinely reintroduced at a cheap price that it sells for on the Rust store, and by the end of the year it goes back up about double in price. Here. Last year, great. It went from about $1.90 to about $6 about 2 weeks ago. So for your consideration, it's up to you, but this is probably the best thing to put your money towards. Now, that's if you want to. Don't feel the need to be forced to do so. Let me just get this point across as well. Post-Christmas, it's kind of wrapped up. It's basically finished. The Rust store is broken. The Rust Steam market is broken. Now, this is a Steam issue, not a Rust issue. Go look at the Counter-Strike Steam market. Go look at the TF2 Steam market. Same thing, all right? I think this has contributed to that. People can't see what's the top-selling skins. It's a bit awkward, so yeah. Anyway, looking at all the skin prices, I have noticed prices are starting to go down. The inevitable is happening. We're now steering towards the Easter dip. So at some point, maybe between March and April, we will see quite a fair bit of people dropping off from playing the game. Don't worry, this is a routine thing that's expected to happen every single year. Prices will potentially reach a new rock bottom price, or at least a low point for this year. But it's a great time to jump in. So those Chinese lanterns, keep an eye out for them. March, April time. Potentially pick them up for around $2 and just hold on to them. That's up to you if you want to. If anything, if you're considering, hey, you know what? I don't think I want to spend my money this week. That's a totally fine thing to do. You don't have to buy anything. You could still do the buy orders. Low-ball buy orders could still lead to some success, and that's totally fine. We have quite a lot of abnormal skins this week. Now, you're going to probably sit there and say, what's an abnormal skin? Don't worry, I'll help you out. So consider watching my most recent abnormal buy orders video, as you can see right here. Consider watching the first 5 minutes. You'll get a general gist of how this works, and then go to the chapters, skip ahead to the buy orders, and you should basically understand pretty much everything, all right? In short, every single week with a brand new Rust store, there are certain skins that will become marketable before the Rust store is even rotated. So we can figure out prices beforehand, do buy orders, and then you can see if there's actual genuine demand with the buy orders that we see before the Rust rotates. Watch the video, you understand. All right then, so out of all these skins, is there anything that might do better compared to the other skins and retain their value? Well, I'm looking at all of them, and, well, I think maybe the Locker. Locker's cool. Technically speaking, it's actually a collection continuation. 2 years ago, we had a Rabbit Locker. Consider watching my Rust rotation video to go ahead and see. Look in the chapters. I put them together. They look cool. And with all the recent brand new items we got, such as the wallpaper, the brand new dividers and whatnot, I mean, you could make some very comfy looking bases. And I think that very likely could lead to this, working out a fair bit better. But I do expect it to drop off Now, SMM's been a little bit awkward today. Can I see the skins? No. Right. All the recent lockers haven't really performed very nicely. Yes. You might sit there and say even the Christmas run recently. Yes, of course, because it was Christmas themed. That will very likely reach a new low point around March, April time. So this right here, $2.49, I think I would just stick with Nevada. I don't know how low it'll go, but it's not exactly the top selling skin so far either. So, okay then. We'll see how that develops. But yeah, if it sells next to nothing by next Wednesday, we'll see how it goes. All right, that is abnormal. We could figure out some decent prices to offer. It could potentially work out all right. Looking at the other skins, I kind of want to bring up the Lunar Lantern sleeping bag, a very bright, very noticeable sleeping bag. Give that a good look. I've made a short video showcasing this, but you could also consider watching my rust rotation video. It looks nice. It looks cool. I don't know if it's going to hold up super great. At the very least, I could see it working out quite nicely as we steer towards the summertime. So please understand this. At the very beginning of the year, we'll have a very good, a large amount of people playing the game. But it drops off around springtime. And then it bounces back up around the summertime because kids are at school. Summer vacation. Oh, yeah. And considering the jungle biome, just saying, I'm pretty sure a lot of people will be jumping in and giving it a good look around and see if they enjoy it and whatnot. With all the brand new tigers and crocodiles and all of that. Yeah, okay then. So many people are going to be attacked by tigers. Anyway, that sleeping bag, I could see it having a pretty interesting future. It's super bright and that might be super useful on side bases. At the moment, it doesn't appear to be selling too ridiculously, which potentially will help it out in its favour. But still, very likely will still go below its $2.49 price. Smart barge is the way to go. That is abnormal. Now, I'm going to bring this up. Dragon's Fury clothing. I don't really expect this to do a very good job maintaining its price. No, I fully expect this to potentially go down very cheap. I've talked about this during Halloween and Christmas. Holiday-themed clothing and armour. It drops off real bad when it's no longer the season, the holiday. However, regardless, if you still see a collection continuation of it in the future, things tend to work out very nicely for it because it'll still spike in demand, spike in price. So with what I'm looking at here, this hoodie and pants set, it's not snake themed. They could easily just do a sequel next year, Dragon's Fury Tier 2, Tier 3 armor, who knows, but it's open for them. They're more than welcome to do so. So now that you consider that, okay, we actually might potentially see a clothing and armor set fully built out from, Lunar New Year. Okay, that's cool. And like I said, it's not like hard stuck for the specific animal of the year. Dragons in general, it's always like in theme with Lunar New Year, so I guess it makes sense. And I'm pretty sure we'll be seeing some core pieces next year, that being Tier 2 or Tier 3 armor. But how cheap could it get? That hoodie, $1.99. Pants, 99 cents. Weird that they made this more expensive than that. Anyway, I think they probably might go down to around like 40 cents. Yeah, wouldn't be surprised. But the anticipation of potentially seeing a sequel next year, I wouldn't be surprised if they do it. Really wouldn't. So it's for your consideration. At the very least, let's wait until Wednesday. We could do the barders on the hoodie first because that is abnormal, but not the pants. But if the hoodie has a decent amount of support, maybe you could make some considerations. But still, I think I will just stick with a lowball barder. I can see some nice things working out in the future, but it's all dependent if we do get the the armor in the future. Very well then. Okay, I guess I could bring up the Lunar Snake Helix Rapier salvage sword. I almost mumbled that. Sorry about that. Okay, so primitive game mode. We have confirmation that the nail gun, revolver, and water pipe are not going to be added to the primitive game mode. That's been removed. So it's quite literally just swords and bows. Interesting. So, what do you reckon? If the primitive game mode does work out to be fairly popular, if people do actively enjoy themselves, if they're using these weapons a whole lot more, could there be an increased justification to own skins? And if there's more people buying skins, what tends to happen? The prices improve. Alright then, so Snake Sword. Could this work out quite nicely? Perhaps, but by default, salvage swords over the past year or two, they really haven't performed very nicely. So this would be a turning point, is what I'm trying to get across. Potentially, you could see this work out quite nicely, but look at all the salvage swords we've seen in the past. So many of them went down to around $1. But I am starting to see some signs of improvements with buy orders. We will see, but don't be surprised if it still goes below its rust price. I am still expecting that. And we need to see, is the primitive game mode actually going to be popular, and will it remain popular? Okay then. So, with the remaining skins, I could talk about the L96. It's a very nice, shiny looking design. I can't help but assume a lot of people would appreciate it. But L96s in general just don't really do very well. How often are you even using the weapon itself? Justification to earning skins? Do you even use the weapon enough? You kind of get the idea what I'm trying to get across there. So, I mean, it's nice, it looks cool, but I fully expect it to go back down to around $1. It wouldn't surprise me. So, yeah. And honestly, all the remaining skins, I just don't see them working out very well. From the AK there, to the custom SMG, to the furnace, to the rug, to the wooden door. Oh, don't even get me started with wooden doors. $2.49, we've had loads of those appear over the past year or so. A $2.49 door, and then they end up at around 80 cents. That feels like an inevitability. The AK? Oh, mate, don't even get me started with the AK. Right, let me just give you some context of what's about to happen over the course of the next 2 weeks. We have just received this AK-47, and then next Thursday, we're going to get a lovely batch of Twitch drops. Oh, yes, you can see that right there in front of me. Between February 6th to the 16th, you've got 4 generic skins, and you've got 8 skins that you have to watch specifically for. But out of all of these skins, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 AK-47s. And then, next week with the February Force Wipe update, we just so happen to have a brand new DLC, which includes a medieval AK-47. It is gold, it is bejeweled, and that means 6 AK-47 skins between 2 weeks. But with next week's Rush Store, we could potentially see another AK, which could potentially mean 7 AK-47 skins. So, yeah, a bit awkward. Very awkward for our Kaleidoscope AK-47 here at the end of the day. Consider watching my rust rotation video. Give that a good look. It's very nice and shiny. It's got a lovely mosaic design. But all those other skins that are going to be given away for free around the exact same time? Awkward. So, yeah, not exactly helping that out. So, yeah, we really weren't anticipating anything like this today. Well, I mean, we kind of were with the Abnormal Barda video last night, but it really doesn't feel like there's much going on with this Rust Store. Very sorry to say, but I can easily see it happen where all these skins go below their Rust Store price. You're even starting to see the snake mask going down in price already, don't you? So next week, February Force Wipe, the introduction of the primitive game mode, that would be cool. And we might see primitive weaponry, getting a lot more usage, which of course could lead to skins going up and, demand and whatnot. That'd be nice to look forward to. But keep an eye on the commits from now on. Once primitive is out, Face Punch will be focusing something else. And it very likely will be the cooking update or the jungle biome. We shall see. But there's been a lot of things being mentioned here. They're talking about bread, apple pie, plant pots. There's a lot of things that are being worked on. Wheat. We need wheat to make bread. So, yeah, not sure how far this would go, but it really does look like we're going to be making some meals, and I don't know, what will they do? Give you buffs for health, speed, actual physical things. We'll see, but it's definitely leaning towards the idea of fridges will become a necessity. You need them to keep your food fresh because food will start to rot. That's a whole new thing. We'll see if people complain about that. They will complain about that. They will. But, yeah, all right. So, lots of interesting things on the horizon. But the new main thing to be focused, will it be cooking update, or will it be something completely different? We shall see. So, yeah, that's basically everything. Very straightforward, I hope. Nice, concise, and straight to the point. And remember, if you want to get a good look at all those skins, consider watching my Rust Rotation video. And on Saturday, if you want to get a good look at all these brand new streamer Twitch drops and whatnot, feel free to go ahead and look at my YouTube. I'll have a video coming out that will showcase off all the skins to the best of my ability. And with that, thank you very much for watching me today. I greatly appreciate it. Best of luck with you and your investments, or have fun waiting a week and see what comes out next week. Catch you later. See you, goodbye.